everyone, and welcome to my third video for the month of July for Kitaholic Kits. Not my usual video, I must say, or I probably should say not my usual kind of layout. There's not a lot of mixed media. I tried to go down that path and I wasn't very successful, as you will see. So it's quite a plain in terms of no mixed media, however, quite a heavy embellishment, bit almost like an embellishment explosion. As you can see, I'm starting here with this sun ray piece of patterned paper as my background, not the usual white that I like. And I've just matted up these two photos of my boys from when they were in year 3. Good old school photos, don't you love them? And this is where I tried to go down a dark path. I should say green and blue one. That turned out quite disgusting. I don't leave it all in. This probably would have been alright if I stopped at this point, or if I could get the colour that I actually wanted. And all I'm doing is just smudging the Vicky Bouton crayons with my finger and getting kind of a blended effect. However, when I put the photos on top of it, I didn't like it. It was too bright or green, and I thought maybe I could fix it by adding some gesso, and it did tone it down. However, it turned it kind of a minty green colour. And then I pulled out the blue shimmer spray from last month, and yeah, that didn't really help at all. Until the end, I just threw the piece of paper away. And luckily I had a spare new sheet, and I started again. And then this is where I thought, no, I actually want kind of like a vertical layout, that center part of the page where all the embellishment is. And I pulled out these words from the chipboard packet, "You are the best," because I looked at them before and thought, how do you use "you are the best" when you have 2 children or more than one child? And the only way I thought I could do it is to do a layout with both of them on there. This way, it means they're both the best. I also, from the clear stickers, pulled those like paint or colour swatches so that it grounded those words and they weren't floating. I tried to centre it as best as I could, and then used that little flair to say awesome. Then I had this great idea of building embellishments kind of on a diagonal. And when I got to the end of this point, I was like, I've gone away from my central line of embellishments. So then I decided to build out on the opposite sides to kind of balance it out. So all I'm using are stars and hearts, and also the glittery enamel dots, and just building up clusters basically until I'm happy. And when I put one on one side, I put one in the other cluster. And then I added some of these words under each of the chipboard words, just for a bit more visual effect. And of course there's some cute sayings like "you make me laugh," "awesome," "adventurous," and "too cool for school," which I thought was fitting, seeing as it was a school photo. And then I pulled out the thin silver glitter tape just to give the page some grounding top and bottom. And this is where I went, it's not quite enough. And I started adding more to the layout, and more and more and more. Quite a quick layout for me. Usually when I create layouts, they take a couple of hours, and this one came together very quickly because all I'm doing is sticking down embellishments. But I wanted to show you that sometimes that's all you need, is a few little embellishments. You don't need to go too crazy with the mixed media, although I must admit that is the fun part to me. But you can create quite an interesting layout just using some of the embellishments. And because when you're using a kit that's made up of pieces from the same range, you know they're going to tie together and have, a unified look. I forgot to film some of my embellishments, so you'll see the photo at the end. There are more pieces that made the page, but that's just how it goes. I'm sorry. Forgot to press that record button. It's horrible when that happens. Well, here you are. You can see those extra bits. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, take care. And don't forget to pop on over to Kitaholic Kits. See you later.